Here is my water cooler that no doubt has made many cameo appearances in the kitchen. I bought this back when we had our apartment. It's been almost 16 years to the day that I got this. And it was interesting. It was the wife's step grandmother. She had one. I saw it. I said, "Where did you get that?" She said Costco or BJ's or something. And I said, "I don't have a membership there. Could you get one next time you're there?" She said, "Yeah." And she got it for me, and she called me and said, "I got it." And I went over there and I paid her for it, and I've had it. This is the best fucking water cooler in the world. It doesn't do hot water. It does, room temperature and cold. The blue light is not part of it. I'll get to that in a moment. But the reason we're here today without the bottle on top is because, sadly, it had died. But I'm going to try to fix it. So let's talk about some of the other things about this, and I'll show you what I'm going to do. Right here is the spigots, and they're a little cat chewed here and there because cats and that. The blue light is actually not part of this. This is removable. And if you look, this is a hack job of a night light that had a blue LED that runs on 120 volts. And I think that hole was actually there, but I didn't want to actually open up this night light and all that. So what I did is I just sort of hot glued it, and it's been there and it's been working, and that's been in service since almost forever. Unfortunately, well, I don't know if I should say unfortunately, but this wire, I didn't wire into the plug of the water cooler. Now, you see that white wire? That is a extension cord that I had cut off, and that runs back here, and it's just plugged in, jammed in there so everything would fit. That's what I had at the time, so that's what worked. And here's the actual plug for the water cooler. Now, it's dirty in here, and I don't want to clean it, and the reason why is because to get in here you have to take the back condenser off, and I don't want to flex this, make any waves, or do anything at all that could potentially damage the refrigeration system of this. The water out of this is the coldest fucking water you will ever have. It's awesome. Here's some of the information on it. There's the tag there. And over here is an 800 number. The addycoolers.com website is gone. That doesn't exist anymore. The company is out of business. And this is the thermostat for it. If you look carefully in there, you can put a screwdriver in there and turn it up. And I did turn it up like a notch, so to speak. There's no notches, but I did actually turn it up a little bit. But the water out of this thing is so cold. It's like you get, when you like eat ice cream too fast, you get like a cold headache. That's what this will give you. It's just awesome, and I'm really upset. So the other day we were in the kitchen, or the wife was in here, and I happened to come by, and I heard a click out of nowhere. And then a while longer, I heard another click. And then a little while later than that, I heard another click, and then another click. And I finally realized, oh shit, I think this thing died. And that's what happened. The compressor would try to start, it wasn't able to, and it would click and shut off, and that was that. So there's no capacitor that starts this little compressor. On this, they use a different device called a start relay. And this is what it looks like. It has 3 terminals on it. There's a little nubbin sticking out and 2 little holes. And that goes in the cover on the side of the compressor. I'm going to see if I can get my light plugged in and show you what I'm talking about. Well, about here is what I can show you. There is a green wire that's sort of looped around, but right in the center of that you see a terminal on a white wire, and that was what was attached to this device. And if you look carefully right down against the compressor, there are 2 pins sticking out, and that goes into the 2 holes on this start relay. So I had to find a replacement for it. I didn't do any other metering to see, what the deal is or anything. I just, this is the only thing that possibly came to mind that it might be. Here's the information on this start relay, and that A1103 something number on the second line was able to get me some results, and I found one on eBay for $10. They say that this is bad if you shake it and it rattles. Well, it rattles, so it's bad. Now also, just to mention, the wife and I had just guessed, and this is just strictly a guess, that the water cooler will run, let's say, 20 times a day, just to keep everything cold. And over those 16 years, I think I calculated that this has probably done over 116,000 start cycles. So anyway, I'm going to get the new one now and show you that, and we'll put it in. Here's the new one. Looks identical, and the best part is it doesn't rattle. So I'm not going to be able to show you putting this in because it's tight quarters, and like I said, I don't want to move this any more than I possibly have to. So I'm just going to get in there and do it, and then we'll test it out. Okay, there it is, all installed. Nothing else should have been disturbed. I'm not going to put the cover on yet because in case. And like I said, as much as I would love to get in there and clean the dust and stuff like that, it's really not hurting anything. Interesting to note, you see the bottom is like all brown and shit? That's because our old apartment used to flood, and it flooded like 2 or 3 times. So this has certainly been underwater of some, up to some degree. I don't know how much. But anyway, I think it's time to give it a shot and see what happens. Okay, I don't have a better angle for you. I'm very sorry, but it's sort of tight to work on this. And I have that replaced. Everything is otherwise good. And this is going to be the first try since putting that on. Oh, I love that sound. Oh, yes. Fuck yes. Oh, she's running. That's all it took. Oh, that is just brilliant. It fucking works again. I could get a new water cooler, but like I said, this one just gets so damn cold that I didn't want to replace it. I could have gotten one for, maybe about $100 or so, but for 10 or 1/10 the price, I fixed it. Well, I guess we can say that this is indeed a Christmas miracle. So I thank you very much for watching. Make sure you click like, make sure you click subscribe, and take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.